Guys, Botbuilder back for another video, and this is sort of a continuation on from my previous video from yesterday, where I showed off the replicas I built for the World Championships, but there are 5 custom robots that I built for the World Championships that I haven't shown you just yet, so I'm going to show you them all here. And of course, because the Dan Tom Kier abuse is real, hashtag stop Dan Tom Kier abuse, we're going to be testing it out on Bite Force, because I mean, you know, their bite force. They win too much, so I think it's about time they get what's coming to them. I'm kidding, obviously. But, yeah, let's just start things off by showing off the first robot. And this is the first robot I'll be showing off. This is Cheese 2, who are representing France in the World Championships. I don't know why I made this robot represent France. I did. Now, Cheese 2... This robot has quite a decent amount of history, just behind it for me anyway. And no, this isn't based on hard cheese. Because when I was younger, what I used to do is I used to draw robots. I just used to draw them. And this was one of the robots that I drew because, well, I like cheese. And it was basically just a cheese wedge with an axe. And I did draw it before I knew what hard cheese was. So I decided, you know what, for the World Championships, let's chuck them in and let's make them represent France because why not? I don't know why I chose them to represent France, to be honest. But I just wanted a French robot in there because I am taking French GCSE. The axe is pretty decent. The wedge is very low to the ground. There we go. The axe actually does have a decent amount of power behind it. And it's a very low wedge, so you never know. I could see this robot doing quite well, actually. It's a decent axe robot. And another axe robot that I have here is Toubkal, from Morocco, named after the tallest mountain that is in Morocco. And I tried to make it look very grey and rocky, just like a mountain. I wanted a Moroccan robot because I've been there before. Very nice place. And you see here the weapon is just a big hammer with a spike on the end of it. Very powerful, actually. And it can self-right. 4-wheel drive, so it's got lots of push and power, and it comes down with quite a lot of force as well. As you can see here, causing some good damage to Bite Force. Alright, the next robot we have is Bolt. They're from Jamaica. I mean, as you can tell. I wanted there to be a Jamaican robot because, well, I am actually quarter Jamaican. I'm just quite pale-skinned for a mixed-race person. Well, I didn't really know what to do because I've never actually been to Jamaica, which is kind of bad. I probably should. So I just made just a simple red-eye-esque robot, low to the ground with a very good top front hinge flipper, as you can see here, throwing Bite Force up and over. And I called it Bolt, named after, well, Usain Bolt. I should have called it Usain Bolt, though. I missed an opportunity for a good pun. I believe that's already an existing robot, though. But yeah, that's Bolt. Pretty cool robot, actually. They're pretty decent. Yeah, as I said, very reminiscent to the RA2 robots, like Red Eye and Clown Car. So yeah, there's Bolt. The next robot I have is this robot from Mexico. It's called Suplex. Now, I did want a robot. When I did do the World Championships, I wanted there to be a Mexican robot that was themed around wrestling in some way, because, well, I do like a bit of wrestling. I do like a bit of WWE and well, yeah, I do like a bit of WWE. I have missed quite a lot of episodes recently of it though. And yes, I do know it's fake, by the way. I just watch it for entertainment. And obviously Mexico are quite famous for luchadors, so I wanted a wrestling themed robot. And you can tell I tried to get the mask. I tried to get like a luchador-esque mask here with the colours and the eyes. Didn't end up looking the best, but the actual design of it is pretty good. In that it's very Bite Force-esque, in that it basically grapples hold of robots. It's very hard to do one-handed. It's mostly inspired by Deadlock, in that it grapples hold of robots, brings down the arm, then lifts them up. It's being a real pain at the minute, but it can suplex robots very well. It's just a very difficult one-handed job. it's being a massive pain at the minute. Just take my word for it. It can suplex robots very well. But I'm just struggling because these types of robots to do one-handed is very hard. Yeah, but you'll see what it'll be able to do in the World Championships when it comes. And the final robot is probably one of my favourite ones I built for this. It's the only new Connect robot I've built, and this is a robot all the way from Monaco, and it's called GP, as in Grand Prix. Because well, if I was going to make a Monaco themed robot, I had to theme it off a car in some way. It is inspired by Snake Car and Dragster from Robot Wars Armageddon, but it's different enough, I think. It has a big flipper right here. Very powerful. It can flip the robot up and over. However, it is quite fragile. But the flipper is very powerful, and as we can see here onto Bite Force. There we go. Oh, crap! It nearly went out the window just then. That would have been disastrous. You nearly flipped out the window. And of course, as you can see, it can self-right. Yeah. So those are just the custom robots I built for the World Championships. If I were to say which one's my favourite, well, I'm happy with all of them. I'm quite happy with Suplex. The Suplex weaponry works quite well. I do think Bolt is a very effective robot, but I don't know, I'm really happy with how Cheese 2 turned out. No, not Cheese 2. No, it is called Cheese 2, that is what I called it. Yeah, Cheese 2. I'm just very happy with how it turned out. Because the axe is very good, and it's low to the ground, and it looks very nice. But as I said, I'm very happy with all of them. So yeah, now I've pretty much shown off every robot for the World Championships. I might as well just say which robot will be representing what country in the description, so check that out down below. And yeah, until then though, the Bot Builder, out.